It don't matter. I need them to keep me in line, Bo.
I know.
Tony,
I know.
guess what? You're live.
I know I am.
Okay.
We're just in the background talking and, make sure everybody know we're here. We back with, my numbers and things cracking up. And I can't believe y'all on time today. I really
Tony, don't start that.
I'm telling you, look, Francis here, I can see her live. Hey, hi, Francis, how are you?
Hello.
Well, right, I got rained on, and you already know how that's going with my real hair. So
I know.
y'all won't be talking about me on Knowledge is Power Podcast Live this week.
Yeah, well, we're going to be ready. As long as you're ready. Now, I'm going to eat my pork steak over here on the side.
You do not need any pork, nor red meat.
I just told him that, right?
Nor red meat.
Okay, well, hey. All right, I'm going to do better. I'm going to start eating cereal at night.
You going to call us next week? I just got out the hospital. I'm going to say, remember that pork steak you had?
Hey, I'm having I'm having MRI in the morning on my brain.
You told me. I prayed for you.
Yeah, please pray for me.
I hope it reached the ceiling at least.
That's it.
Well, I'm not saved, but I'm one saved. I'm going to try to pray too.
Oh, wow. I can't wait. Anyway, guys, we better get ready to get started. And we got 56 seconds. Oh, my clock stopped. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we'll stop. All right.
Hello everyone, thanks for checking this out.
If you're looking for the best show to get your mind refreshed and keep yourself updated about
educations, health, local politics and many more, then you're at the right place. Welcome to Knowledge is Power Podcast,
the show that specializes on educating Southeast Texas African Americans communities
with profitable information on health, education, local politics, business and personal finances and many more life coping skills.
You can join us and start streaming our episodes to get to discover more about the community and new things about yourself.
Meet our outstanding host, Tony Renfro,
and our co-host Francis Larkin and LaDonna Sherwood,
as we go through different overwhelming topics, interviewing new guests every Tuesdays and Sundays at 8 p.m.
Central Standard Time.
You can start streaming with us on different platforms like Facebook
at Knowledge is Power Podcast Live,
YouTube
at Knowledge is Power Podcast Live,
Apple Podcast
at Knowledge is Power Podcast Live.
How do you catch up with our live streams? It's more than easy.
Now, open your mobile device and go to YouTube now. Click on the search button and write on the search bar, Knowledge is Power Podcast Live. Click on the subscribe button and also turn on notifications to receive a pop-up message whenever we start a program.
You can also do that on Facebook. Write on the search bar Knowledge is Power Podcast Live and then you can click on the like button.
The best time to join is now. Knowledge is Power Podcast
is the best for you. Is the best for you.
Welcome to Knowledge is Power Podcast.
Here we are going to specialize on educating Southeast Texas African Americans communities with viable information on
health,
education,
local politics,
business and personal finances,
leadership coaching, and many more. Learning as a joint experience and through our series of interviews,
we can all learn more and achieve even greater things.
You are now tuned into this week's episode of our podcast.
Today,
We are going to interview some of the greatest and most influential minds as our guests.
Meet our host Tony Renfro,
And our co-hosts.
LaDonna Sherwood and Francis Larkin.
Join us every Tuesdays and Sundays as we interview new guests on another
Mind-blowing topics.
Knowledge is Power podcast.
Is the best for you.
Hello, everyone. Hey, welcome to another. I'm on another screen here. Let me move over here again. There we go. All right, let's move this here. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so
All right, now I got it together. Okay, now we got a great guest tonight, and that's going to be our commissioner, Jefferson County Commissioner Joe Alfred. So Joe, Bo Alfred. I am going crazy here today. So what do you guys think about that?
it's the
I
pork.
think that you didn't butcher these people's name like you always do.
I think it's the pork. I think the pork is not good.
Okay. All right. Okay. So my screen is all frozen up, so you can't see me laugh. All you do is see me laughing. So I'm gonna back out of it, and we're gonna come back tonight. We're gonna have Everette Bo Alfred. It's hard for me to say Everett because he and I grew up together, and his name been Bo. So his name was Bo back then. His name is Bo today. It's always gonna be Bo to me. Yeah. So Bo is gonna join us tonight as we talk about his vaccination drive going on this weekend at the Cathedral of Faith. But in the meantime, we've got some other things we need to go over right quick. And let's start with my girl Francis. What you got going on, Francis?
We are having a diabetes awareness, faith and strength. Will you pull it back up, Tony? Diabetes awareness. The event is happening.
I'm trying to get my screen right. Let's see. Wait a minute. That's me. No. Okay,
And
back to you, Francis. All right, hold on. Let's go back to diabetes. There we go.
Faith and strength to endure. So this is a committee that focuses on diabetes awareness. The event has been scheduled for Saturday, November 13th. I believe this is the third year that they're hosting this event. We are expecting an even greater turnout because it's for a very great cause. So mark your calendar, save your dates for Saturday, November 13th. It's at Rogers Park. There will be food, but more information will come about the registration because registration is required this year. So stay tuned, people.
All right. That's the Diabetes Awareness Month. November the 13th on a Saturday from 9 to noon. Rogers Park, 6540 Gladys Avenue. Okay. Now on September the 8th, which is 18th, which is this week, right?
That's it.
Okay, 18th would be making a difference in our community, the South Park community-wide cleanup day. I think LaDonna is with that one. Let's get LaDonna on here.
LaDonna, who hosting this?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Pastor Kennedy Andrews and the Harvest for Lost Souls, and they are doing a Make a Difference in Our Community, South Park community cleanup. And we know that South Park is our neighborhood, my neighborhood. And I went to school not far from there. My mother lives not far from there. So this is near and dear to my heart, keeping the streets in that community clean and looking pristine so that, we can make sure that we're found doing what we need to be doing. We're also going to have a community strategies meeting that's going to be on tomorrow, September the 15th. So this is prior to the cleanup, just to kind of talk about what areas they think need the most work. So tomorrow from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at the Harvest for Lost Souls, which is 3395 Highland Avenue in Beaumont, Texas, we're going to meet just to discover like what areas we want to focus on Saturday, like where they think we should be doing, the actual project that we're going to do on Saturday. So if you can come up.
You don't have to be from the South End or from South Park.
No. Just if you want to help us beautify the hood, let's do it. That's what we're going to be doing.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
You can register online. Anyway, Tony took it down, but you can register online at www.harvestforlostsouls.com.
Okay. Great.
The NAACP is also hosting their first
I am so proud of this
golf tournament. So this is really exciting because the
Yes.
NAACP does a scholarship drive every year, and we're trying to find new and creative ways to generate support and money. And this is one of the ways that we're going to do it at Bayou Den with a golf tournament. You can pre-register for $65 a player or $280 for a team, and late registration is $75 a player and $300 for the team. And the registration dates are there. If you do it before September the 20th, before September 20th, that's the $65. After September the 20th, that's the $75. And you can do that. You can email bmtnaacp@hotmail.com. And we want everybody to come out. That's October 9th. October 9th at
That's
Bayou
awesome.
Den.
All right, and you doing well with that one. Well, what about this
Yes.
one? Yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Commissioner. Are you gonna go over this,
No,
Tony?
I'm
All right.
not. We're gonna bring the commissioner out, but I want you to let her know that we are having the Jefferson County Precinct 4 Commissioner Everette Bo Alfred, who will be there. And here we go, Mr. Bo. Where are you, sir?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
I
here.
won't take the glory from you. I want to get you. I want to make sure you get all the props here.
You know, it's just an honor and a pleasure to be on here with you guys because you're outstanding. You guys make sure that people get the news that's needed in the hood, like it was stated.
That's right. Get the news to the hood, baby. If you don't get it, we're gonna give it to you.
I can't.
Yeah, we're gonna give you the
Well,
news.
everything.
Everything you want to know, what's going on in the hood, we got it right here. Good
Well,
news. Good news.
without a doubt, and like I said, it's an honor to be here. But this is a way we could give back. We normally give every year a health fair. This year, because of COVID, we could not do that. We felt something had to be done to help increase the numbers in our community because the numbers in our community they don't look very well when you start looking at people that have taken the shot. And I have fully taken the shot, and I don't know if you guys have, but science run the whole day when you look at it from my standpoint. So what we did was instead of doing the health fair, we did a what we call the drive-through, and that's going to be the drive-through testing, free and vaccination
Let
sites.
me let, let me just pop it up on the screen for you, Bo, so they can make sure that if they're watching, they can see it.
Sure.
You can go ahead. Now you can speak your spiel now.
Like I said, the drive-through testing and vaccination sites at Cathedral of Faith. It's on the same weekend that they normally do their food pantry, their giveaway. We will be giving away some goodies that be for the kids since we're just getting back in school. But the most important thing, you don't have to register for the vaccination. You have to register for the testing because of it's TAN who's doing it for us. We're going to, of course, have the blood drive, and anyone that's able to give blood is a tremendous plus to it. And we have everything will be outside under tents. If it's raining, we still will be able to do it. We have blood tests, excuse me, blood pressure check, and the sugar, diabetes, as it's stated. And that's why I want to say, Ms. Francis, that's a great thing to have. Really, the reason when I first came in office, we found out Jefferson County led the state in percentage-wise of diabetes with individuals because we love to eat good food in Southeast Texas. And that mix from Louisiana, Southeast Texas, and it makes things go real well. But sometimes we have to exercise to make sure we kind of keep those things down, as you know. Tony, I know Tony don't want to say anything back there. He gonna smile and laugh.
Tony eating that pork.
I know why y'all laughing, but I need this pork
Tony
steak
eating that pork.
But y'all right. You're right.
You're gonna be first in line, Commissioner.
Okay, and then along with that, because it's very important, I think it is utmost important with what's going on around our state and this country when it comes to registering people to vote and making sure we get them out to vote. It's very important. We need to turn and push people back off of us, as I would say. And the only way you do that is what I learned long ago. Your vote is your power. You got one vote. You stand in there like a man and a woman. You make that vote and let people know I'm gonna vote. And we need to do that more often in our community in Jefferson County. And then of course we're gonna have the flu shots. That's gonna be free, but bring your ID because I forget how many vouchers that Walgreens has at the present time. but that's going to be free. And everything we provide to you is free because of our gracious donors, because of our supporters, and people just know that we have tried to do what's right for the community. So with that, I'll say this: come out, drive through. We will take care of you. We will make sure that you have the right things for you if you're ill in any form or fashion. And with that, the county has that infusion, so I'm sure we'll find a way to tie in if we hit somebody that have a test positive, well, we can make sure we help those who want help. And not only this weekend, but also while I'm plugging, we will do it again on October the 2nd, same time, the Saturday, October the 2nd, at Willa Ray Smith Science and Medical Academy. And that's going to be in their parking lot on Concord. It's the same thing. We just want to do what we can to help the community be a better, wealthy community. And your health is really your wealth.
I have a question, Commissioner.
Sure.
I was told not too long ago that if you had been vaccinated recently, that you couldn't give blood. So can you kind of clarify that up for some of us that may have recently got our vaccine? Is that going to affect us at the blood drive portion of it, or how many days out do we have to wait before we can give blood if we just got our shots?
I will tell you this. I will have to defer that because I do not know the answer. I heard that you could not do it within a 5-day period or something of that nature, but I will not say that's concrete. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I was just wondering because I've been got my shots, but I know some people may come and want to give blood,
right?
But they can't because of if they just got their shot.
Right. Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah.
So what was? Oh, go ahead, Tony.
No, I'm typing. Go ahead.
So how difficult, being that it's COVID and just getting people together, was it really hard? And I know this is not a question pertaining actually to the actual event, but just organizing the event. How difficult was it to get the people to commit? And with that, how many people are you expecting to turn out? Is it just more so people from your precinct, or are there people from throughout Jefferson County?
When we do things like this, we open it up to the county. And the reason we're doing it outside because of the science say if you have it outside, the chances of you passing it on is less. And we still advocate wearing masks anyway. And that's the reason why we did it outside. But the planning, we just converted our planning for our health fair and just converted it to an outside event to make sure that people felt safe. And that basically we roll with it from that standpoint.
Now, Bo, tell me, I have never been to a vaccination drive. So how is it set up? It's set up just like the food drive that you drive up and you stay in your car or you get out the car?
Well, what we have at the first site is we have the tents set up. Mm-hmm. And what we will have is the individual will go to different locations. You will be able to get out the car and get your shot if needed under the tent. Mm-hmm. And in some cases, they come up to the car because of individuals having mobility problems. Okay. So we kind of do it both ways from that standpoint. But we have tents set up where it's comfortable, where we can and parking at each location very close to that location if you have to get out. If not, you can go through the front, and in the front section of that tent, there's somebody standing up that will get information, and we can do vaccination from that standpoint too. And with that, we'll let them park on the other side and wait that, I think it's 10, 15 minutes before they can leave.
Yeah, if it's 15 minutes, you have to wait.
Correct.
Okay, now I understand how it works. So those who are not that's disabled, they can stay in the car.
Correct.
And you can do it from there, right?
Right.
So there's no excuse.
No, right. No excuse.
No excuses. Right. And my group met this morning on Zoom this morning, and of course I overslept it, but I was able to get some
report.
Y'all don't hold back on them. Go on ahead and get it. Y'all know.
Well, I have some notes here, and what was talked about this morning is that Jefferson County and Orange County has the lowest vaccination. I'm looking at as of September the 13th in Orange at zip code 77642. Looks like in that precinct, the vaccine doses administered was 33,605, and which is an increase of 451 people. I'm sorry, that's in Port Arthur. But also in 771 in Beaumont, we've had 10,938 people to be vaccinated, and people vaccinated with only one dose, 6,308 people, and those are fully vaccinated is 4,972. That is not great. That's not good at all. That is not good at all. That's in zip code 77701. Now, I have another side here to go to 7703, which I think is out of that zip code, 9,956 people has been administered the vaccine. People vaccinated with at least one dose out of 9,000 people, 5,603 people has been vaccinated, and only 4,400 has been vaccinated, fully vaccinated. And now the good part about it is 77705 zip code. That's the Pay Archer. That's the other part of the hood, huh? Okay.
Right.
That's it. Right. You're right. You're right.
Straighten it out. Straighten it out.
Well, that's 25,860 been vaccinated, administered, and 14 out of that many people, 14,481 has been vaccinated, and those that fully vaccinated is only 11,789, and it's an increase of 262 people. That's an increase. So it's picking up a little bit, but it's not picking up as much as we like to. Back when I say zip code 77642, let me correct myself. That's Port Arthur. That's 400. It was a 451 increase as of from September the 7th to September the 13th. So
I guess my question, sorry, Tony.
Go ahead.
I was guessing my question to Commissioner Alfred would be, what can we do as Knowledge is Power podcast hosts to help you try to improve education as far as vaccines, or maybe do something to improve turnout at these vaccination drives, or just dispel some myths or rumors? Do you think there's something that we need to clear up tonight, given that all of us have been vaccinated and we're still here? We haven't grown any horns. We haven't turned purple. We're not, we're still moving around and everything is fine. Maybe we need to clarify some things so that we can get some more people vaccinated.
I would recommend this. What Tony just read when he said 77701, I'm with a group of ministers over in that sector of town, which is the north side. That's what made us do the health fair over there, or the drive-through over there. The numbers are low. We need to talk it up and make sure people understand, like you said, it's safe. Don't believe what these other guys are saying that are telling you, well, you know, this is going to do this. The government want to do this. All I can see is at this time, there's younger people in the hospital that's not vaccinated, that are in the intensive care and are perishing. I want to be here for my grandkids, and I hope they want to be here. So we got to talk it up, let people know. That's the reason why me and Commissioner Senegal pushed to get testing in the county. Mm-hmm. Why are you going to put an infusion center in the county and you're not going to test people to find out?
Right.
And when you look at the people that need the test, all you have to do is look in the mirror of us on this podcast right now. All right?
Right. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'll definitely be posting it on my page, and I definitely want to help just encourage people to be found doing good for goodness sake. And this is a good
Yes.
thing. This is a good thing that we can do to help ourselves and others. No, the vaccine is not going to prevent you from getting COVID, but it will boost your immune system. It will
Thank you.
improve your overall condition if you come in contact with the virus, where you will not be hospitalized, where you will not be in ICU, where you will not need
Right.
a respirator, where you will not, you'll be less likely to be down under all the way down, where you may be able to be mobile, you may be able to be home, you may be able to move around and walk around and go outside and get the sunshine, when there are people who literally can't walk, can't talk, can't breathe. We need the vaccine to just boost our immune responses, what our body's already going to do. So if
I,
we can improve any kind of way on that, that's what we're trying to do with this.
I think the second thing would be, from my perspective, is to make sure that people that have young kids in school, BISD, PISD, Orange ISD, or wherever ISD, make sure they understand it's important to wear the mask, because you bring it home to Mimi and Mama and Pawpaw. Guess what? It's this Delta is very, very potent. It take Mimi, Momo, and Pawpaw out.
That's
So
right.
we gotta be real about it, and be make sure we're on top of our science and not just running our lip, bumping our gums, as stated.
You know, Bo, you say something that really hit home right there. You know, I was thinking. You know, I've been back and forth from Beaumont to Houston every day, and my mother is at an age, and so when I'm at work or in the public, I'm covered with my mask, right? Because
Right.
I don't know who I'm getting in contact with, and she's an elderly, and then I don't want to bring that back home to her.
Right.
All right. So it's the same thing that you were saying. I said it hit home, is that these kids are going around other kids that is not vaccinated, and they're not vaccinated, and they go bring it back home to Pawpaw and Momo, and Momo and Pawpaw got underlying illness, health illness. So
Yes.
what happens then? There we go. Now they have COVID. Now they're in the hospital. Now they're in the ventilator and close to death. And this is happening every day.
And I think it's important to also add that children can be vaccinated. Bring your 12-year-old, your 13-year-old, your 14-year-old, your 15-year-old, your 16-year-old. They can be vaccinated, right, Bo? When they come to
Yes.
the drive up
Yes.
health fair, whatever, if they're 12 years and
With
older,
their, with their parents, yes, without a doubt.
okay,
You know what I mean. This is for the whole community. This is
right.
holistic. We have to look at the whole community with this, because this disease, dreadful disease, it has no boundaries. I have a 1 year old, just made 1 year old grandbaby, and guess what? Somebody brought it into that grandbaby's house. So I'm dealing with this from reality. Okay.
Right,
Right, right.
right. Right. And I just think that it's important that we press upon the parents to don't be, because I know some parents, they got the vaccine, but they didn't want their seventh grader to get it, or they didn't want their 10th grader to get it. If you went and got yourself a shot to protect you, don't be selfish enough not to consider. I know some people think, well, this is my child, and what I do, maybe I don't do to them. No, but if it works, if it's good enough for you to go get, it's good enough for them to go get. If they're
Agreed.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, they're school age, they're in contact with people on a day-to-day basis because school is open. We need to make sure that those young people are getting vaccinated as well. All
Amen.
12 and up, we need to see you. 12 and up, we need everybody out at the drive.
And let me just
That's
piggyback off of what you guys are saying. I know that they're working on a vaccine for those that are 12 and under, but I am really partial to those that are really helpless, that cannot protect themselves, that can't make the decision to put a mask on. I do have a small child that I'm very close to, and we worry about him on a consistent basis. So, we don't want to jeopardize those that can't care for themselves and can't make the decision to put on a mask. And there is no vaccine for them. So
mm.
I do encourage everyone that can to do.
With that being said, Bo, I want you, those who just not joining in or just not catching on to the show here, I want to make sure they understand what we're talking about. Right? We're with Jefferson County Commissioner, Precinct 4 Commissioner Everett Bo Alfred, and he's every year he's doing something for the county and in our community. And Bo, I want to thank you for doing so much that you do for us.
Yes, Lord.
And I want to also remind folks to understand that Bo and his precincts, we count on it. We really do, and he's done a wonderful job as a county commissioner. But Joe, for those who are just not joining us, Bo, would you tell them about what's going on again on September the 18th?
On September the 18th at Cathedral Faith parking lot, we will have what we call a drive-through COVID testing and vaccination. We will also have a blood drive, life share, and we will be taking blood pressure check and also dealing with sugar, diabetes, and checking people for that. That is very important. It's very important because I always preach this. We're a wealthy county because of our industry around, but to be a healthy county is to be a wealthy county. And that's what we try to strive to keep going. And also during that process, we will have voter registration, flu shots for individuals that can't afford them. We have Walgreens that will be there providing those. And just in general, information to make sure that we help our community be a better and a wealthier and more fit community and do what we think it will help. That's what it's about, period.
Absolutely. And also free food giveaway.
I was just going to say, Tony, I know you ain't going to leave that out. And not only that, sometimes we need a little motivation, in our community. If you can come by and get your little lunch. Yeah. Come on and get your little lunch.
But do you have to get your sugar check before you have that lunch? Yeah. Okay,
you got it.
Tony, put that fork down.
Hey, listen, guys. You know what? Right now, you see,
look. That free food giveaway is sometimes a motivator. Ain't that right, Tony?
That's right.
That pressure check and that blood first.
Mm-hmm. Eat the right food,
it's going to be just fruits and vegetables. Just fruits and vegetables.
That's weird. Eat the right food, folks. But also, Bo and his crew will be at the Ray Smith Senior Science Medical Technology Magnet Middle school. Parking lot. Yeah, middle school. At the parking lot on 4415 Concord Drive. That's out on the north side of town.
Correct. October the 2nd. Same times from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The same drill, the same thing going on. We will do our best to make sure we treat each segment of the town. And with that, it's not just for our precinct. We open it up because we need to have shots in the arm to make our county a better county. Because look at the numbers in our county; it's been rising constantly, y'all.
It is, really is. So we've got to make sure that we get ourselves vaccinated, cleaned up, because we have to make this thing work right? Okay. Now, you have any more questions? Are those who's watching, make a comment, and we'll ask the commissioner what you want to know about his vaccination testing drive. Let's see here. I'm going to go to the comment board, see if there's anything there. Okay, well, we do from now on YouTube. The Frederick Fusilier. LaDonna, can you read that out for me?
Sure. May recipients use funds from the coronavirus state and local fiscal recovery funds administered by the U.S. Department of Treasury to pay for the vaccine incentive programs? Yes. I guess, and that was a rhetorical question. Yes. Under the U.S. Department of Treasury, coronavirus state and local fiscal recovery funds interim final rule published in Federal Register on May 21st, 2021. Recipients may. Okay.
Okay. Well,
so I guess there were funds that were available to pay for certain things, and that can be used to pay for the vaccine. But this particular vaccine drive is free. So
let's make sure we get this in here and make sure everybody understands. This vaccine drive and everything go with the two sites, including when I do the health fair. When you see those names at the bottom of those individuals, they sponsor that. They give us money to help make our community a better community. This here has nothing to do with the recovery funds whatsoever. I'll make
Okay.
sure always to separate those things.
All
Thank
right.
you for
Thank you.
clarifying that,
Yeah.
Commissioner, because we need to get it straight.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. That's right. That is absolutely correct. So on Sunday, we had a gentleman here that gave us a testimony on his COVID recovery and what he had to go through, why he was in COVID. Now, not everybody make it, and he was, and he mentioned that he was fully vaccinated, but he had underlying health issues, and if he had not had been vaccinated, he would still be in the hospital in ICU and on a ventilator. But by being fully vaccinated, he was able to recover, and he's still trying to recover. And it's a lingering thing and a struggle. It takes 6 months almost to recover from COVID. So we're encouraging we're encouraging over those who have only been vaccinated once, but didn't go get the second one. Please go. Please be fully vaccinated. And Mr. Bo Alfred will have his crew out there on Saturday for vaccinations.
Yes, we have them there, and I agree with you on that total vaccination because some people have long haul syndrome or things that happen to them. Hey man, once you get this, sometimes it takes you a while, like you said, to get back into your normal routine of things. And we don't know the after effects from this disease whatsoever now. It's that strong, that new to us.
Right, absolutely. Well, Bo Alfred, thank you so much. Our commissioner in Precinct 4. Did you hear what I said? Jefferson County Precinct 4
That's it.
Commissioner
Jefferson
Bo
County.
Alfred, that's right. And Bo, I thank you for all that you do. I mean, you do some things behind the scenes. You do some things it's way out there for everyone. You're helping the community, and I'm Team One behind you. So, with that said, we thank you for joining us with our Knowledge is Power podcast live this evening. And before we go, it's something we missed talking about, and I want everyone to know about it. And I'm going to let my girl, LaDonna, tell us all about it.
Yes, we forgot to mention this, but my friend and classmate Christopher Shaw had an incident with the police, and he hasn't been able to walk. And we're going to have a march and a rally for justice and transparency. And we want to know, will you walk for Chris? So we're basically just going to have a little march and do a little rally about transparency and justice. That's going to be Saturday, September 25th. And that's going to be at the Martin Luther King Park. That's at 1050 College Street. And we just want your support. We want to show some love and support. Chris was ultimately indicted on, I think, some police abuse or something about hitting the police or something of this effect. But the police officer that paralyzed him has not been indicted. At any rate, we are going to have a rally. It's going to be Saturday, September 25th at Martin Luther King Park. Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Miss LaDonna. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for watching us. And again, we had our guest, Everette Bo Alfred, our Commissioner of Precinct 4. And we want to thank everyone that's listening and watching. We thank you all so much. And Francis, you had any lasting words?
No, I thank Mr. Alfred for all he does. Thank you so much for just being a great support system to this full community and especially to Precinct 4. So thank you so much for sharing and putting great minds together to host this vaccine. It's greatly needed and appreciated in Jefferson County.
Thank you guys. You guys do the thing. You guys do the work. You the heartbeat to the community right now.
All right. We thank you so much for hearing that. I need to hear that, Bo. Things has been rough for me.
Hey.
Oh,
hey.
Lord.
Look here. Stay strong. Stay strong.
It's
Stay
all right.
strong.
God is good.
All the
If I could just say one final thing, Tony, I just want to impress upon the community that COVID is real. COVID is here. COVID is a part of our world currently. It is affecting us. It is affecting people you know. It is affecting every aspect of our life, of our community, of our schools, of our churches, of our homes. Do not allow this to be an opportunity missed. Let it be an opportunity that you have taken full advantage of, and be found getting your vaccine and being tested, because this is important, not just for us, but for the future of our community. And I am super excited and proud of Commissioner Alfred and all the work that he's doing in the community. And don't miss this opportunity. Don't let this be a missed opportunity. Let this be something that we seize the day on, and we get involved and we get active, and we be found doing our part. Thank you so much for what you're doing in the community.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you next Sunday. My latest day, I think you want to be at 7:30, guys.
I'll be here when you schedule.
Okay, we'll be here next Sunday. Like always.
Hey,
Knowledge is
thank
power.
you guys.
All
You
right.
guys have a big. All right.
Thank you for watching Knowledge is Power Podcast Live. Be sure to like and subscribe to all Knowledge is Power social media pages.